who's in them windows. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no flat terrain, man. You don't know who in these buildings. You don't know. And when this war comes to America, you Negro Latinos and Native Americans, since you don't study the tactics, you're gonna be in bad shape. We need YAHAWASHI to help us through what's coming on this earth. Now I've been watching them Russians. Now, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching other channels on how they move. They'll create a cauldron, okay? A cauldron is when they surround you, and you can't get no supplies, no nothing in there. And they'll starve you out. They'll keep turning up the heat by firing on you, starve you out. You can't get no communication. And that's what they did in Mariupol, and still doing, okay? Because they say you had like 14,000 asphalt battalion in Mariupol. So that's why Mariupol is lit up the way it's lit up when you watch it on the news. Now, you got that video concerning the asphalt battalion in Mariupol, or dumbass. Okay, now this is different. Dumb task. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, this is another area that's in Ukraine that the asphalt battalion is in. But Mariupol, they was using people as the citizens as shields too. But this is another area. I'm going to explain to you what the asphalt battalion is doing in Ukraine.
The self-proclaimed People's Republic of Donetsk and neo-Nazi groups from the Azov battalion took refuge in a hospital in order to avoid facing Russian troops and use civilians as human shields against bombardments. Our correspondent Alejandro.
Let me get it a little, louder,
because Jake here. Start it over and make sure Jake here, man. Because we out here amongst these elephants, man. Wind be blowing, car be rolling by, so we want Jake. You know what I'm saying? To get him.
The self-proclaimed People's Republic of Donetsk and neo-Nazi groups from the Azov battalion took refuge in a hospital in order to avoid facing Russian troops and use civilians as human shields against bombardments. Our correspondent Alejandro is on site and has the details.
This in the back is a hospital in Donetsk. This is a place where we are told neo-Nazis groups from the battalion Azov took refuge and used it as a shield against bombardments or attacks by the Russian army in the current military operation in the Donbass. Also by protecting themselves from attacks by the militia organized by the government of this self-proclaimed People's Republic of Donetsk. They are recovering territory taken over by the Ukrainian army after the coup in 2014, and it is commonplace now that facing the offensive of the Russian army, these neo-Nazi groups are using human shields, using schools, hospitals, other installations of the government to protect themselves from what they expect to be a death sentence by the Russian army, whose main task, or one of the main tasks it has, is denazification of the country.
They tell you the name of the area. What I wanted them to hear is this guy explaining how the asphalt battalion was using the citizens, as human shields. Now the asphalt battalion, which I'm gonna go over here and show you something else too. See these Edomites, they don't like it when you bring out this type of information, man. You jakes that's out there better know that when you bring out this type of information, it's serious business, man. You better know what you're into, right? I'm gonna read this right here. Did the infamous Asphalt Battalion inspire Putin's denazification claim? This in the Jerusalem Post. It said the Asphalt Special Operation Unit, which in the past was a hotbed of extreme right-wing ideology. Okay. Now, this in the Jerusalem Post. I'm showing you that, right? That's the article, man. If you brothers want to go in, that's Satan. If you brothers want to look at that, that's what I was reading. So, they know, right? Yeah, what is that you got? Yeah, airport. Well, you ain't got to show them that, but you know what I'm saying? Anything about Mariupol, man. Mariupol, there was a lot of Asphalt Battalion in Mariupol, man. So the Russians had to mop up. I don't know if they still mopping them up, but there was a lot of fighting in there, man. They had to mop up. So, yeah. But read that again, because all this information that we're bringing out, these are controlled by Edomites. So this information that we're bringing out is coming from their speech and their tongue, man. So read that again.
All right, this is Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah, man. And it's the Heavenly Father that's causing them to let their tongue be their ruin, man. You see? So we can bring it to you elect Negro Latinos and Native Americans that's searching and looking for information concerning what's going on over there in Ukraine. Because this is a hot topic, okay? Right now, because it's all in the news, okay? Where you at? What you got, bro?
I know you had told me that whole Revelation chapter 9.
Oh, yeah, we finna, give Revelation chapter 9. What was you looking at on the phone, though?
Oh, I was going to bring it up on the scripture.
Oh, yeah, you can bring it out.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of Yahawah by SHAM YAHAWASHI. How can a man then understand his own way?
So, no matter how strong you are, no matter how smart you are, you know, the Heavenly Father and His Son control your steps. So, what's going on in the world is controlled by Yahawah SHAM YAHAWASHI using men. You see? Using men. Now, the goal of America, which is the goal of the so-called Jews, okay? The so-called Jews over there. Now, in Jerusalem over there. Now, you had Zelensky, Ukrainian president, speak to the Knesset over there in Jerusalem. The same way he was talking to America when he mentioned Martin Luther King. He did all that. Talking about Pearl Harbor and all that. Well, he was speaking to the Knesset over there in Jerusalem. And the Knesset, when you look it up, it goes into a great assembly. And what they took from I think it's Nehemiah 9 and 32, somewhere up in there. That's where they got it from, dealing with the great assembly, the Knesset. That's where they got it from. That's where they say they got it from. When you read Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 32 or verse 39, one of them verses. Now, when you go into the Knesset over there in Jerusalem and you look at the people that's on it, you got 120 people that's part of the Knesset over there in Jerusalem. And then out of that 120 people, you got 18 Arabs that's part of the Knesset, dealing with the government and the decisions over there. So you know that ain't the kingdom of heaven. You know that ain't the real Jews that's in that land, because you got Arabs part of the Knesset, 18 of them. When you look up the Knesset, Google how many Arabs are part of the Knesset, and it'll tell you 18 of them. Ain't no way in hell we're gonna have Arab part of our assembly when it comes to the government of YAHAWAH. These Edomites are something else, man. Arabs ain't gonna have no say so, bro. No. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find this right here. Deuteronomy 33, and then we're gonna go to Revelation. Deuteronomy 33 is around, these are blessings. You're dealing with the blessings of Israel when we're in the kingdom. Start at 28, Deuteronomy 33 and 28.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 28. It says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone.
Alone. Ain't no Arabs gonna be with Israel, man. They're not part of that blessing, man. You see that? Read that again, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 28. It says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone.
Go ahead.
The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine.
Talk about Jerusalem. That's gonna be the capital. See that? Go ahead.
Also, his heavens shall drop down dew.
Yeah, all the resources. See? Go ahead.
Verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahawah, by SHAM YAHAWASHI, the shield of thy help.
Who is like unto Israel?
Who?
No nation. You see? No nation is like unto the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But on this ride, the ones who gonna escape the second death, which is fire, is the elect. Okay? But who is like YAHAWAH, man? Who? Go ahead, bro.
And who is the sword of thy excellency? And thine enemies shall be found liars.
Ishmael is the enemy of YAHAWAH, man. Of Israel, man. Ishmael is an enemy, man. Ishmael, the Arab, out of there, man. You see that? Go ahead, bro.
It says, let me read it again. This is, and how is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
Yeah, the enemy shall be found liars, man. They're not going to be part of this, of our government giving instructions, man. And making decisions, man. Hell no. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
High places is the places that they worship, man. So, that cobblestone over there in Mecca gonna be out of there, man. You see? That rock dome okay, that's in the land of Palestine, gonna be out of there, man. You ain't gonna have no mosque in Jerusalem, man. That rock dome is gonna be out of there, man. Hell, we're gonna take the top off of it because it's made out of gold, man.
Right.
The top took. Yeah.
So
Top took.
I need that.
The top of it took.
So thanks for holding it for me.
Yeah. Thanks for holding it hostage for all these years, but it's took. See that?
Man.
What? Where we at?
Revelation, the next chapter.
We gonna go into Revelation, the 9th chapter. And also, you brothers that's out there, man. I'm gonna say it again, man. You better know what you into coming into this truth. It's not a game, man. You better know what you're doing when you're out here, man. You better be believing in YAHAWASHI, because these Edomites, okay, these Edomites are watching, man. The feds is watching, man. We telling y'all, the feds is watching, man. And we know they watching us. When I say us, I'm saying me and this brother. Okay? Now, I'm gonna show you this before camp. Okay? This is before camp. Okay? What went on? You had a guy that was snapping pictures. And I was telling this brother that, hey bro, that's the feds right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let this go by. And I was telling this brother that, hey bro, that's the feds right there, right? Because he was standing over there snapping pictures, right? And I put on my hoodie like this right here and turned my back to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. I turned my back to him. Since he couldn't get both of us, which he snapped pictures of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was testing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I told this brother, that's the Fed. So I was testing it. So what I did was, like I said, I put my hoodie on, right, and turned my back. He didn't want no more pictures. You see, he wanted both of us. So what he did was start walking, and he went up the street, and then he tried to come back down this way. And I seen him back there, right? He was setting up his camera. So when I seen him back there, right, I turned my camera towards him, and he started walking away, which you can see it right now.
This is extra in the camp. Look at the feds recording us, bro. He trying to play like he just a citizen walking around, but that's the feds, bro. You see that? See what you got? See what you got? Look at the feds, bro. Look at it. See the feds? But this thing is real, bro. This thing is real. Yeah, that's him in his truck. Yeah, he leaving now. See that? So you brothers better know this real out here, man. It's real out here. All right.
Okay? I'm gonna put it up in post-production. You can see it. And then he was over there talking to a guy like he was just walking around. And I guess he was giving him some money and stuff. But I shined the footage, I shined the camera directly to his face. and he started grinning. Right? So when he crossed the street, he came back down. He tried to come over here and talk to us, but I had put my hoodie back on. You know what I'm saying? And I had turned my back. And as we talking, I told him, I said, I got you too. And he was standing right there, and he started laughing. Right? He couldn't even hold it. He couldn't even hold it in. He just started laughing. And he walked across the street, and he got into his truck, and I got all that. You see? But I got it not because I'm afraid, because I believe in YAHAWASHI. I got it. I did all that to show you brothers that it's real, man. The feds is watching, man. So you better know what you're into, man. Because that's what they do. When they grab you up, they show you all the pictures of where you was and what you was doing, and you looking at, man, where you get all these pictures from? If they didn't send agents out to snap pictures of you. That's what they didn't do. That's how they didn't got it. And if you watching and you paying attention, you'll see them agents. Because they'll reveal themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't out here watching, then you ain't gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see it. Straight up. That's why the Most High gonna slap this place with fire, man. But I just wanted to toss that information out there to you brothers and sisters that's watching. The feds is watching, man. And you brothers, like I said, better know what you're into. And to you agents that think you're doing something, YAHAWASHI gonna destroy you. But you brothers and sisters, man, I continue believing in YAHAWASHI and stay strong, like I always say, man. Because they coming. Whether you believe it or not, they coming. They gonna try to get us, all right? But YAHAWASHI gonna make his move. This go round. He ain't gonna be able to get us like that this go round. Some of us, not all of us, but we gonna start in Revelations chapter 9. So, give me what you got, bro.